Suicide Squad is the best movie ever. You guys need to see it. It's so good. It's so good.
Suicide Squad is actually pretty bad. Don't see it, guys. Just don't see it. I don't.
So DC basically wanted to make their own Guardians of the Galaxy, and they just made Suicide Squad, which is terrible.
Yeah. So Suicide Squad is basically a team of the villains, basically Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, barely, Katana, barely, Boomerang, and I think that's the basic team. Yeah. This movie did have potential. When I saw the trailer, I thought it was like, oh, cool. It's gonna. To me, it looked cool.
The spotlight for the trailer for me was Joker. I wanted to see more of the
Joker. I think everybody wanted to see Joker. Like,
too bad we barely got any of him in the movie.
It's just ridiculous because Joker's like one of the biggest comic book villains ever.
So basically, the movie is about a woman named Amanda Waller who wants to set up her own team of
the
villains / heroes to, stop crime or something when they can just, get the Justice League or Batman or something.
Especially with the villain that they're fighting, which we'll get into in a second here. But yeah, that is the basic plot. And this, I thought this movie was gonna be kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, in terms of it's more lighthearted. It's not as brooding. Even though they kind of completely threw that out of the window, and I feel like the humor, there's some funny parts, but I feel like a lot of the scenes could have been better. The cringiness could have been taken away from it, which I don't think it's really their fault. Some people can find some of these scenes pretty cringy, but the plot is basic. It's like the one person wants to assemble a team to fight a supervillain. That's a pretty basic plot.
And just like in a Batman vs. Superman, there's too many characters for DC to handle with, so they just completely mess them up and throw them out the window. Like, they don't care about most of them. Like, I want to see more of Killer Croc.
Yeah.
But he barely does anything.
He just stood in, he was almost like a background character who stood in, like in the back, and he wore hoodies a lot.
And he licked his hoodie, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. And, so yeah, that is the basic plot, so I think we'll get into talking about, Deadshot.
Yeah.
Alright, Deadshot. Now, Deadshot is kind of almost the center of the team, kind of. Like, he has the biggest backstory. Him and Harley Quinn have basically a good backstory. Everybody else...
Yeah, they don't talk about anybody else.
And something that could have been good with Deadshot, was his daughter being more in it. Like, they did have, when they were talking about his backstory.
Yeah, the only reason he didn't kill Batman when he could have was because his daughter said not to, but then he goes back to killing. He even states that he doesn't want to kill anymore for his daughter, but he starts killing again.
That's stupid. Like, he should still have that back and forth moment, because, like, even though his daughter says, don't kill people, you shouldn't just do it like that. Like, if somebody tells you to stop, smoking or something, you can't just do it overnight. But he also his character was good. He might have been.
He's my favorite character in the movie. He was trying so hard to save the movie, but he just couldn't in the end. It was too late.
Yeah, I feel like his his character was really well fleshed out. With all the other characters, they could have been way more fleshed out. Like, a lot of the characters just don't have a good backstory, but Deadshot has his daughter, we already got into that. But
also, this is such a little thing, but almost everyone complained about it after seeing the movie. Deadshot barely wears his trademark mask, and I feel like that's kind of a problem because it's part of the character because he barely shows his face ever, really.
Because, that mask was, a good part of the comics. He wore it a lot. And I feel like he should have worn it at, the final battle or something, in a battle. Because when you're in that building, he wore it a little bit. But yeah, his costume was pretty cool. His, character could have been, he had some funny moments, he had some funny parts where he's, he's standing on top of the car and he's mowing down all these monsters.
Yeah.
Nobody else could have probably done that. His character.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
that kind of doesn't make sense. You see the army shoot them, but you can see that they're hard to kill. But when Deadshot comes along and is looking awesome, they just all of a sudden get destroyed by his normal bullets, which doesn't make really much sense.
I actually didn't ever think about that. That doesn't make any sense. But I think we have adjusted our feelings to Deadshot. I think we should move on to Harley Quinn. All right, Harley Quinn. She is probably one of the most popular person in the team, not like in the whole movie, but she had a longer backstory, a bit more of a like
fleshed out backstory.
Yeah. Deadshot basically just had, here's his character, here's what's going on with his personal life, but then Harley's almost a completely different character than Deadshot. And you get to see a lot of her getting with Joker, and that she always liked him.
And getting tortured by him also.
Yeah. But I think it was kind of interesting that she would do anything to be with Joker, which is kind of, it's a little weird, but it's still cool. It's good. It's a movie thing. You wouldn't probably do that in real life.
Remember those parts where she fell out the helicopter numerous times, and you swear that she's at least gonna like break her legs or die or something, but she just like, I don't know, falls on a building and she's automatically okay. That kind of didn't make sense to me.
And she's not even really superhuman. She's just insane.
Yes.
Which doesn't really mean you can't feel pain, right? Because she felt emotional pain when Joker died. We keep forgetting to say spoilers. We'll put a thing at the beginning of the video. We did.
Yeah.
Like she feels like that kind of pain, but like it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess movie magic, movie physics, but her and Joker had a pretty good relationship throughout the movie, and I did like seeing that. Like, oh man, I lost my train of thought. That we did get to see Harley in a movie finally. Like she
just wasn't that good.
Yeah, in some of the scenes she was pretty good. She might have been like the one character that was the comic. I mean, she was the most colorful out of the team.
Yeah.
Like she stands out from the crowd,
yeah.
And her costume is pretty comic. Like when they were talking about, Amanda Waller was talking about how Joker and Harley are the king and the queen of Gotham. So they were at one point there, and I don't really think that the actress Margot Robbie, who plays Harley Quinn, looks very good in the comic book suit because it just looks like really tight leather, like plastic. It just looks kind of weird to me. I don't think it's the kind of thing you could put to live action to make it look like really awesome. Like in the cartoons, like
it's fine because it doesn't show all the leather and stuff. And it's not all glittery and shiny and stuff.
Yeah. But it is cool because you do get to see a little bit of Dr. Quinzel in Harley Quinn, like throughout the movie.
Yeah, in her flashbacks. Yeah.
Yeah, you do get to see a bit of her, like, still normal, not crazy. And the thing that did make sense about one of her flashbacks was when Joker pushed her into the Ace Chemicals pool.
That made him Joker as well.
Yeah, and then he jumped. Why wouldn't it still affect him? He jumped in, and then there's, like, red and blue colors around them. Doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why he's not affected by it. Just because he got affected by it once doesn't mean you can't get affected by it. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Even though, man, I'm losing my train of thought here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I think it is kind of interesting that he went back into the vat with her, even though it's kind of weird. I mean, she probably would have died anyway.
He probably pushed her in just so he can make her crazy again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not again, just crazy in general.
And
then he probably jumped in just to see if she was okay or something. I don't know.
Yeah, a thing that was kind of weird as well was, like, a lot of the deleted scenes with Dr. Quinzel and Joker were, like, they showed more of her character, like, fighting if she should be with Joker. I think it's weird they cut that out, because that would have been
way more
effective
and stuff.
Yeah, but so they cut that stuff out, and then, like, they left all the stuff that is ridiculous in. So that's kind of our thoughts on Harley Quinn.
She was okay, wasn't that amazing as I thought she'd be.
Yeah.
But overall, it's pretty okay.
Should we talk about Boomerang and Killer Croc in the same one since they don't have a lot. Let's just put them together.
Yeah.
Alright.
Killer
Alright,
Croc
yeah.
was such a disappointment. He was terrible, and he didn't do anything till it came to the last moment where he swam in water and it looked ridiculous.
He waddled into the water like he walks on 4 legs.
Yeah,
Which looks-
and it looked stupid. And I remember seeing that scene in the movie, and everyone was laughing.
Yeah, like I like it just looks ridiculous. He's in like a
King Bowser from the Mario Bros. Movie had a better role than he did.
because he actually had a goal and
Yeah.
Killer Croc didn't have a goal other than to stand in the background
And just sit there and lick his jacket.
and wear hoodies a lot. And I think it's weird that they gave him that kind of clothing. Why would you give him a hoodie?
Just let him, like,
Wear
I don't know, just let him have all his skin exposed, just like in the comics, and just let him wear pants. Or just make him CGI.
he looked weird with a bald head. I'm gonna say he looks like if The Rock had green makeup on because he's bald. He looks ridiculous. He has no. Did he have a tail?
No, he didn't even have a
He
tail.
didn't have a tail. That just that completely ruins the fact that he's supposed to be a crocodile. He just looks
Doesn't
like
have
a
a
guy
tail.
who got a crocodile onesie on. He doesn't look he looks like there's an exposure of makeup on him. He didn't
Instead of being a scary crocodile man, he looks like a guy pretending to be a scary crocodile.
And in the comics, he has a wife, I believe. Yeah, and I can't believe they didn't touch on him being was he a human before he was, or was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
I
is
can't believe they didn't focus on that because that would have been a good part of his character. They skipped
like
out on.
because in the comics a doctor like injects him with something and it tortures him, and it would have been cool to see a flashback of him getting tortured and going through all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
But
you
you
felt
know-
bad for him. So he actually had a purpose to be there.
Yeah, so at least if he didn't do anything, you still know that he's there and that he's been through a lot and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So he wants to be there, but he just doesn't want to get hurt. Okay, we'll transition to Boomerang, but we're gonna put these guys in one discussion because they basically have nothing.
Yeah.
Boomerang might have been my favorite character in the squad because he wasn't
Oh, really?
he wasn't cringy. He wasn't.
The only thing that was kind of cringy was that he had a pink unicorn. I don't know why that was needed at all. I
don't know. I just kind of it was cool to see him introduced because and then Flash came. He was.
Yeah, in a
Too soon.
way, another thing, in a movie where you both have scenes with the Batman and the Flash, you can't expect the audience to not say, why aren't the superheroes helping? Why aren't they helping at all?
Yeah, because the villain
is a witch.
Enchantress, and she's firing a beam into the sky and spawning monsters, and you expect somebody. who's
Expect a hero to help, not someone with guns, a bat, and a freaking boomerang,
Yeah, why would you think that?
and a crocodile man who does nothing.
Except waddles into a big pool of water. So, it just, Enchantress, the villain, Boomerang, Boomerang actually had some kind of funny scenes.
Yeah. I changed my mind. Deadshot isn't my favorite Boomerang. I just realized he was actually a good character.
Yeah, but, let's just, there's
Move on.
nothing really much to talk about it with
We can talk
Enchantress.
about Katana, who had barely anything to do with the movie.
She had one emotional scene where she had to kill her husband, and then his soul was in her sword, and she cried, and then that's it.
It's not really emotional that much.
She cried.
They just introduced her on a helicopter, and this commander's like, "This is Katana. Hey, this is the Katana. It's Katana." She didn't need to be there. No one's gonna want it, and they're selling toys over. No one's gonna want a Katana toy. Go away.
Yeah, get off our shelves. But, let's just talk about Joker. The long-awaited. I don't know if you guys want to see our opinion on Joker, but let's just. All right, Joker.
The most spectacular part of this movie.
He probably was my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah, I know. We said all these other characters were our favorite, but Joker was the best one. Just the best.
No, he was not. He had one good scene where he's torturing Harley, where he's like, I'm
And
not
that
gonna
was
kill
in
you.
the flashback.
Yeah. Where he's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm
Wait.
not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad. That was a pretty good scene. But, so he looked he has grills. His hair is combed back.
He acts more like a gangster, like a
Jim Carrey, he sounds
like a guy, like a gangster mixed up with Jim Carrey.
and
that's some Joker.
That doesn't really sound very good. He changes outfits like in every scene. He goes from wearing like a leopard print cloak, or not even cloak, robe, coat, and he has chain necklaces on with tats.
And then in the next scene, he's wearing a completely different outfit. It's purple, and he has the same golden chain necklace thing.
And then the worst scene in the whole movie, also known as my guilty pleasure for this movie, was the club scene. Now, something that's kind of stupid was, if you guys remember the Dark Knight franchise, when Bruce Wayne was having that party, I don't remember if Bruce Wayne was, but Joker came to basically interrogate it. Like, he wasn't there to,
He was there to look for Bruce Wayne. No, not Bruce Wayne. Harvey Dent.
Yeah, Harvey Dent.
Two-Face. Yeah, and
they better do
cool.
Two-Face, right, in the DC movies if they ever do him. But,
yeah.
you know, Joker went there to interrogate, and then in this movie, he's there to be a member of the club, which is pretty stupid. But I don't know why he would be a part of that. And then Harley's a dancer, and then this guy sitting next to him, he starts talking back and forth with Joker, and then he whistles Harley over because apparently she's a dog, and then Harley comes over, and then Joker basically says the best line in the whole movie. You are my gift to this handsome hunka hunka. It sounds stupid.
It sounds like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and then he the actor looked like he didn't want to say that because he rubbed his hair back and he's still got this smile. I wonder how many times the cast and crew had to convince Jared Leto to actually do that scene.
Probably didn't take much because Jared Leto, if you didn't know, Jared Leto actually kind of went crazy acting as Joker.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, everyone who played as Joker in any movie actually went crazy for a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the sacrifice you have to give.
Yeah, because you got to get into the role. It's kind of hard.
But then one of the scene that's like remotely close to a good part of the comic is when like Batman goes to get Joker and Harley in the car, and then he rescues Harley. Not even really rescues, he captures Harley. Batman was good. Ben Affleck, I think, is a good Batman. He's not a Christian Bale. He's not a Christian Bale, but
he's like a murdery fan fiction Batman. That Zack Snyder made up. He kills people, but he says he doesn't kill, which doesn't make sense at all.
Well, so Joker disappointed us. It disappointed me.
I really wanted to see more of the Joker. It was freaking terrible.
So many deleted scenes
that could have been in there that would have made it.
If the movie was rated R, then I would have probably given it some, it probably would have been better if it was rated R.
Yeah, but it probably would have taken me longer to see.
Yeah.
So basically, that's Joker in a nutshell. He's pretty bad. Barely had any scenes, which disappointed a lot of DC fans. And hopefully we'll see more of him in like a Batman solo movie or something.
Yeah, that Joker, Jared Leto, he doesn't look like he can put up a fight with.
Yeah, he doesn't really put up any fights or anything.
He looks like he could get a few good licks in there, but he doesn't look like he could actually go toe to toe with Batman. I think, does that wrap it up, or do you want to talk? Yeah, I think that might be
that wraps.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So if you guys enjoyed this video on Suicide Squad, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.